Hi, I'm Mark Mancini with VRBO Outstanding, and in this week's episode, we're going to tell you to toss your ring. Welcome back. So, to ring or not to ring? Okay, I'll stop with the corny expressions. But this week's episode is going to be about security cameras and security doorbells specifically. Now, how Ring first got their start, they were on Shark Tank. They didn't get a deal on Shark Tank. Shark Tank thought they were way overvalued and overpriced. Someone else is watching, Amazon, and they bought Ring. They saw the value and it exploded into a big company. Now, this Ring doorbell, any of the Ring doorbells, are like Kleenex, right? If you need a facial tissue, what do you usually say? Get me a Kleenex. Well, people always say nowadays, I caught them on my Ring doorbell. But chances are it may not be a Ring. In fact, I'm telling you, toss your rings. You don't need these anymore. Ring doorbells, people realize it's a big company, it's a big brand. People think they're good just because of the mystique. I've got 40 years in IT, okay? I've owned computers since the Commodore 64 back in, early 1980s, okay? The Ring product has some flaws. First and foremost, this is a 1080p camera. Now 1080p, if you bought a flat screen TV, I don't know, maybe 20 years ago, that was the rave. There was 720p and then there was 1080p, and 1080p was so much better. But guess what? 1080p is older technology. Now, the other thing I don't like about Ring is they charge you $30 per Ring device per year just to use their service. Not a big fan of that price, especially if you have several homes and you have a couple of them on each property. Finally, the Ring doorbells you get, they're simply wireless or wired, but they don't offer the Chime with the device. The Chime is sold separately. That Chime is $60 to $70. Plus the technology behind that Chime, if you're familiar with it, it's a little different. It doesn't actually connect to the Wi-Fi. It connects via what's called an ad hoc network between the doorbell and the Chime. So for instance, in our case, we've got the doorbell at the front gate. We used to have Ring doorbells at the front gate. Well, that front gate is 300 feet from our house. The Wi-Fi signal for the ad hoc network for the Chime doesn't work. And I found this out the hard way and I couldn't return those Chimes. Now the reason I'm doing this episode is because I've replaced 3 Ring doorbells in 18 months. Not a fan. And then, of course, every time you replace it, and sometimes they'll replace it in warranty, is they're gonna have to transfer that subscription over to the new Ring doorbell. And it requires a phone call into Ring, which can be painful. And some of the issues I had early on, I had to call up Ring and I was on the phone for way too long. So I started using another product, another video doorbell that is not Ring. It's called EUFY, EUFY. Now, a couple things I liked about the EUFY, and I wanted to try it out for a few months first before I kind of endorsed them, so to speak. So first of all, EUFY does not charge any fees. Once you buy their product, you own it. And they have the cloud subscription service and the app just like Ring does, but there's no annual or monthly fees. Second, their software, the app, I think is a lot more user-friendly. Whether you're using their security cameras or their doorbell security cameras, the way it organizes it by location. So for instance, we've got them in 4 different properties. And I can list the location and filter by that, and then the device as well, whether it's the camera or the doorbell. Now the other thing too about EUFY is when you get their doorbell system, and again, it's the same price. The rings are about $99 when they're on sale. So the typical price, even though they say it's $149, with sales, right now they're going for $99. The EUFYs are $99 as well, and they come with a Chime. So that Chime device isn't an extra fee. There's no annual or monthly fees. And here's the great thing about EUFYs, and this goes with their cameras as well as their doorbells. They have a spot for an SD card. So you can get one of those micro SD cards, and they're cheap, about 15 bucks for 32 gigs. So if you want to store extra video or pictures, you can put that SD card in that device and get more storage. What you could also do, they have a new technology out. They have this box. It plugs into your internet and into power, and it's got a hard drive in it, and it'll store even more data. So let's just say you've got wireless EUFY cameras across your whole property, and you want to record them not just on movement, but you want them to record all the time. Wirelessly, it'll let you do that. Now, their cameras are not 1080p. They're 2K. Now, how is that different? Well, we're going to put the specifications right here below, but you have 1080p here, and I'm sure you've heard about the 4K televisions, and that's great for a big screen TV. Well, 2K isn't as nice as those big screen TVs, but it's definitely better than 1080p. All their cameras are 2K. And they've got some that work with garage door openers, so they're garage door openers and cameras for your garage. They've got security cameras, they've got doorbells, they've got security devices. EUFY makes a whole product line of things that you can attach to that one app. And again, all of their cameras are 2K. All their products, except maybe their security ones, I'm not sure, but their cameras, their doorbells, etc., there's no fees with them. Once you buy them, you own them. So it keeps your cost of ownership low. The product so far compared to the Ring has been, first of all, much easier to install. Second of all, it's held up in our salt air. And we're gonna see where we are in another year, but so far, the last several months with this EUFY system, and I've been using the EUFY cameras for well over a year. I've been very happy with their cameras, so I just went to their doorbells. So a couple years ago, these are on sale. I bought them, now they're going on eBay. So in about a week, I'll have these things sold on eBay. I got them on sale, I'll sell them for about what I paid for them. But I've switched everything to EUFY. And again, I'm not getting endorsed or paid by them. I have nothing negative against Amazon. I love Prime and getting stuff in 2 days. That's something I can't get around here. But as far as security cameras and doorbells, toss your Ring, get a EUFY. I think you're gonna love it. Try it out. Tell me what you think and report back in the comments below. So thanks a bunch for joining us this week. And don't forget, every week, here's your code for your discount price of almost 600 bucks off, $199 to reduce our price of our course from $795 to $199, and take advantage of it because we're raising the price of our course soon. Thanks again, hit the like and subscribe button below, and we'll see you again next week.